All right, so this is probably about the size of what you have currently, and this is the Tiny Tenkara. So this is the Tiny 10-1, so this is just shy of 5 feet in full length. And here's my first impression so far. So I just barely opened this. This quality, this is the coolest tube ever. I don't know why, I love this thing. 10 out of 10 for the logo. I think Tiny Tenkara has the best logo on the market. Just the quality of this feels really good. You know, he did Sam, the owner, didn't cheap out on the tube quality. And then right here, it comes in this little sash. Now, to be honest with you, you know, this is probably the only petty thing I'll point out, and it's really minor, but this is just kind of like a little fabric sash where the Dragon Tail Tenkara comes with like a sock, and it's just kind of a cool little like, you know, gimmick thing, but it doesn't actually affect the performance of fishing, so it's just a little side thing to mention. But it comes with the sash, so that's better than nothing, obviously. the tiny 10. It's quite literally the most adorable little thing ever. So cap right here at the top, and then this is pretty much the whole cigar right here. So good quality Lillian at the top. Feels honestly like the same material as my Dragon Tail Mizuchi. I'm not sure what the exact specs are on the actual rod itself, but here we are. Pulling her out. Make sure I don't hit my ceiling. And yeah, so there we go, first impressions. So the Tiny 10, awesome little cork handle, pretty decent quality cap down here at the base. And but yeah, I mean, just the tube alone, I love this. So the package deal that you can order off of Tiny Tenkara will come with 6X tippet. This looks like pretty awesome stuff. This is 3-pound test line. So, and that gives you guys an idea of what you're fishing for, right? The Tiny 10 is a niche rod, so this shouldn't be your first one. This shouldn't be your one-all be-all rod, but this is something you should carry with you with any rod. So this is your number 2 in the arsenal, if anything, in my opinion. So, you know, for anybody that lives in Utah, I was fishing the Logan River and the right-hand fork specifically, looking for some native Bear River cutthroat. And the overhang was so insane that I couldn't get my Mizuchi into those corners, even with bow and arrow casting. But this little guy, totally different story. So just shy of 5 feet, this is perfect for those types of settings. So the next fish I'm gonna be going for on the Utah Cutthroat Slam is the, you know, the infamous Yellowstone. And the creek that you fish that out of is absolutely insane. There's basically not even a creek there. It's amazing there's even fish, but it's the only place that you can get your native fish. And that's what this little guy is gonna be for. It's gonna be my main weapon for success. Going back to line, we've got some fluorocarbon 2.5. This is 50 meters, so you're probably never gonna go through all of this. Honestly, this is good for like multiple rods, if anything. So keep in mind that typically the length of your line is about the length of your rod, if anything. So you don't really want to go too much beyond that, because then it's hard to bow and arrow cast. And that's kind of what this rod's for, if anything. And then there's, you know, you don't want to go too short either. So, you know, length based on your circumstances and overhang, but about the length of the rod, if anything. But you probably want to do about maybe a little over half of this, and then the last like 1.5 feet you probably want to do tippet. So, and it comes with a nice little line holder as well. So quality is there. I really feel like this is gonna exceed my expectations, so I'm really excited to get it out. Now, I take my wife to local ponds as well, and she just loves little green sunfish, bluegill, panfish, any type of panfish. And so this rod is gonna be heavily used for that as well, but this is gonna be my cutthroat slam rod, no doubt. So, but seriously, Tiny Tenkara logo right there, that is freaking sweet. I love everything about this, and it closes very well. Each pivot point seems to be very secure. It doesn't feel like loose or anything. So first impressions are pretty good. I'm very excited to get this out. In fact, I might even sneak to my local pond on my lunch break today at work, and we'll see if we can get a few little bluegill and stuff. So anyway, first impressions are good. Packaging, great quality. Came to me UPS, and I'm really excited. So let's freaking go.